An understandable heightened security presence in and around the courthouse in Paris for a trial that's been years in the preparation and delayed from earlier this year because of COVID-19. The 14 defendants are being tried for assisting the attacks of January 2015. The charges include the supplying of weapons and financing the 3 men who carried out the killings at the magazine Charlie Hebdo and the kosher supermarket. 3 others are being tried in absentia. It's been a 5-year wait for answers for the families of the victims.
I just want them to answer the questions, to know what their motivations were, why this complicity, and of course, why innocent people were killed.
The interest is enormous, with more than 90 media organizations from around the world covering the trial. It's also being filmed, not for broadcast, but to provide a precise record for future generations. The first time this has happened in France for a trial of this nature. This trial will examine what exactly happened when 17 people were killed over 3 days in January of 2015. What isn't up for examination, it seems, is the French belief in freedom of expression, no matter what offence is caused. Journalists from Charlie Hebdo itself are providing daily drawings and updates. In a defiant stance just before the trial, the magazine republished cartoons that depict the Prophet Muhammad and that caused such offence when first printed in 2006. It believes they're not offensive or blasphemous and says the drawings belong to history.
In France, there are all these freedoms: freedom of conscience, freedom of expression, freedom of journalists to make their choices, freedom of blasphemy.
The first few weeks of this trial will be devoted to the victims' words. Those who witnessed and survived the attacks will give testimony.
What I can say is that it's sad for the victims, that all this wouldn't have happened if the Secret Service hadn't stopped surveillance. That's one thing. And the second thing, the real accomplices, those who provided weapons, are not being prosecuted in this trial.
This is a reopening of a traumatic period in recent French history. The examination of how and why the killings occurred may prove to be uncomfortable for both the authorities and the families of the victims in the months ahead. Francis Collings, TRT World, Paris.